Hello there, welcome to lesson 2 of Bhangra. Here are your lesson objectives. Pause the video to have a look at these. At the end, you'll be handing in the online sheet, which is attached to this assignment. Please download the online sheet. I've put a PDF there in case the formatting doesn't work on the Word document. You will also be handing in a vocal recording of yourself, and you'll understand a bit more about this a bit later on. Pause if you need to read through that. Okay, please start with Do Now 1, and this is looking at your features of Bhangra that we've already talked about. You may use your existing notes here. I've also put some help to jog your memory. You're going to sort these words into either Indian classical influences or Western pop influences, and please try and get the things into the right column: the instruments, the rhythm, the melody, the technology, the structure, and the context. And that is Do Now 1. Please complete that and pause the video. Now we're moving on to Do Now 2. And what we're going to be doing is, on your sheet, you will see you're doing exactly the same thing. You're listing the features of Bhangra, but this time we're going to listen to an extract. Okay, you can replay that extract again. You can Google that song and listen to it on YouTube. I want you to be listening out for the tumbi, for the dole playing the chal. We didn't actually hear that in that extract because I forwarded it through, but there is Punjabi singing in the real version on YouTube and microtonal singing, and there's a sampled bass line and a sampled drum beat. So if you don't have those points, please can you add those to your Do Now sheet. And there's also a 4/4 time signature. There are 4 beats in the bar. So here are all the features of Bhangra that you should hear in that recording. Now I want you to take a different colored pen and label your points. So for example, and I want you to label them with either I or W. For example, the tumbi is an example of Indian classical music. So on that sentence, you would put in brackets I. Take some time to do that. Pause, and I'm about to give you the answers. Make sure you finished it. Okay, here are the answers. So the tumbi, the dole playing the chal, the Punjabi singing, and the microtonal singing are all Indian features. That's why I've got an I next to them. The sampled bass line, the sampled drum beat, and the 4/4 time signature are all the Western pop signatures. Okay, now we're going to play a game. I'm going to, it's called Bhangra or No, and you're going to listen to a few extracts and you're going to tell me whether you think it's Bhangra or not. On your handout, it also has the features, which is the reasons why you think it's Bhangra or you don't think it's Bhangra. Please, you will have a minute and a half to answer each one. Bhangra or not? Extract 1. Please fill this out on your sheet because you're going to give it in. You can pause to give yourself the extra minute and 10 seconds. Next section. Oh, sorry. You pause and give yourself that minute and a half yourself.
Pabiye ni sun pabiye. Hey, pabiye ni sun pabiye. Pabiye ni sun pabiye. Nikka deor tera bada ni pyara. Ni saag tu kara de pabiye. Pabiye ni sun pabiye. Pabiye ni sun pabiye. Nikka deor tera bada ni pyara. Ni saag tu kara de pabiye.
Okay, you can give yourself that minute and a half. Okay, pause and give yourself the rest of that minute. You're really thinking about these features, thinking about instruments, music technology, all of the things that we've talked about. Make sure you are listing those. Again, pause to give yourself that minute and a half. It was a really short extract. Feel free to listen to it again. Okay, give yourself some time to answer that. Feel free to watch it again.
बिना लागे नहीं मारा जिया रे नैना ने थारी कैसा जादू किया रे तारे बिना लागे नहीं मारा जिया रे ओ तारे बिना लागे नहीं मारा जिया रे
Okay, you might be interested to know that extract 9 and 10 were actually the same song, just at different points. And I think one part of the song actually does sound a little bit more like Bhangra. So really think in that first extract, what are the things that still indicate that it is Bhangra? Okay, what we're going to do now is learn to sing a Bhangra song, really a popular one called Tunak Tunak Tun. So I want you to have a look at those words. I want you to listen to the song, and I want you to have a go at singing it. Feel free to pause that, have a look at those lyrics, and make sure that you have learnt that chorus. Later on, you'll be asked to make a vocal recording. Feel free to sing along, rewind, and do that as many times as you need. Right, now we're going to look at the verse of this song. And this is also a section that you can choose to record yourself singing. I would really have a good go at doing. Okay, it's quite repetitive. Feel free to pause and rewind as many times as you want. Really think about the pronunciation of these words. Next section. Okay, that's probably the most difficult part. But if you pause it and listen to it a few times, you should get the hang of it. Okay, now it's time for your exit ticket. Once you've recorded yourself vocally, you can move on to this. I would use Memos on iPhone or find another way to record it. You do not need to submit this as a video. It needs to be an audio track. Once you've done that, have a look at the exit ticket. You need to say what style of music it is, why it might be described as fusion, really thinking about the definition of fusion here, and then filling out the same kind of table that we've been doing, making sure that we put the features in either Indian classical influences or Western pop influences, and we're thinking about the instruments, the rhythm, the melody, and the technology. Okay, let's listen to our final extract.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
ਨਾ ਦੇ ਦਿਲ ਪਰਦੇਸੀ ਨੂੰ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਨਿਤ ਦਾ ਰੋਣਾ ਪੈ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਨਾ ਦੇ ਦਿਲ ਪਰਦੇਸੀ ਨੂੰ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਨਿਤ ਦਾ ਰੋਣਾ ਪੈ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਨਾਲ ਰੰਜੇਠੇ ਜੋਗੀ ਦੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਜੋਗਣ ਹੋਣਾ ਪੈ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਦੇ ਲਿਆ ਜ਼ਖਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਖੁਦ ਹੱਸ ਕੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਸੀ ਲਾਂਗੀ ਜੇ ਯਾਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇਵੇ ਮੈਂ ਘਟ ਘਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਪੀ ਲਾਂਗੀ
Feel free to rewind that and play it as many times as you need. This is something I am going to mark at the end. So reminder, your hand-in should include the online sheet and it must also include a vocal recording, okay? You may email this to me instead of handing it in on Teams if you want. Please, can you email me as soon as possible if there are any issues? Thank you.